Hey there, welcome back to Sea Power. This is mission number 6. We're on the Asian Dreams mod, which means it's 2030. And in the previous mission, I was playing as the Chinese, and I actually sunk the USS Connecticut and USS Clint Eastwood. We're now back to the Americans, and the loss of the Connecticut and the Eastwood is a serious setback to the war effort. However, we cannot allow their loss to hinder our progress. We will continue as ordered and proceed with our breakthrough into the South China Sea. If the PLAN managed to sink 2 of our best submarines, you have to be ready for anything. Well, I think I, as the player, was the deciding factor in that. Move ahead slowly and silently and be prepared for the worst. The objective is to break through, which is a bit vague. It does not say that we're allowed to shoot stuff, but weapons tight says you probably better not shoot. So, yeah, it's a bit unsure. Now, access to our units, 4 submarines, 4 Hollywood-class boats. That is a lot of firepower, and it looks like it could be a nice submarine shootout. Though, I do suspect there might be one or multiple whales. Because I know how much Cent likes to throw whales into the mix. Over here, though, we got a sub, most likely 7003, because they're doing 20 knots. And they're nuclear. That is not typical behavior for a whale. This, however, is 15 knots. He might be going up for air soon. He does not have a nuclear propulsion. Okay, good. No nuclear whale there. This most likely is not a whale either. No electric frequency. Not that much of a problem. We do have 2 ships coming in at 12 knots. Not terribly quick. The Don Rickles over here is at PD. Let's up the ESM. See if we can detect something. We can. Ah, hello. That is going to be interesting. Because I can't shoot that. Yeah. There's a warship over there. Now, my armaments are pretty good. I have access to 14 harpoons. These have a range of 80 miles. And I also have the land attacker. Sorry, this is Maritime Strike Tomahawk. Anti-ship capabilities at 1,000 miles. Terribly slow. 475. Now, if this thing is just patrolling, I don't mind it. But if it's doing something else, I might need to worry about it. The interesting thing here is, I'm on weapons tight. So I'm not allowed to just freely start shooting stuff. On the other hand, my orders are to break through. So, what exactly is requested of me? I don't really know. For now, I don't think there is much to shoot anyway. So I guess we're just going to continue on our patrol. Oh. Hello, Slava. And company. Interestingly, the Soviets are neutral in this whole encounter. So these are not to be shot. This, however, is. Because that's using an HLJQ382 radar array. Which is apparently only in use with the Chinese. So that could be fair game. And hey, I guess we are at war, right? So, are we not supposed to shoot stuff? Let's see. This thing's doing 5 knots. Or was. I don't know about this guy. Depth 340. The mission's called Rat Pack, by the way, which is why we have Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., and Frank Sinatra here. I'm not personally familiar with Don Rickles, though. Might be missing out there. Now, the plan is just to continue on our course. Insofar as these boys have not streamed their towed array, I will stream that. Getting more information is always valuable, so you can, you know, pick up more whales. Or other stuff. I'm not sure what that is yet. And let's do the same thing here. Towed array. Oh, hi. And good lord. Speed 12 knots, 12.8, 12.8, 12.8. That's the confirmed sub. This one I don't know about. I'll have to study their behavior for a bit. See what they do. Because if they come up for air, they're whales. I don't know if whales move at 5 knots though.
Track 7007 is classified. Hostile submerged submarine.
Okay, it's a Type 921. Or it's a Han. Not exactly the same type. These guys the YU6. That's a 27-mile fish. And these guys have the YU3. Only out to 8.5. So let's assume it's a Type 91, which would make it far more dangerous.
Contact detected.
Which one did you pick up? 018.
Track 7. Contact faded. Track
The surface ship.
010.
You. 5 knots. Well. Okay, that's a bio. We might need to shoot our way into the South China Sea. Because I doubt that they're just going to let us pass. Range, 30 miles. Unavailable to shoot at the moment. Oh, he is coming in at 20 knots. It's fairly quick. We're not doing anything that a whale wouldn't necessarily do. But they're somewhat slow. Ah, this one's also holding at 5 knots. Multiple. Where? Your current depth is periscope. You are below the layer? Negative. Okay, we'll go below the layer. Figure out if there's anything else out here. You guys are about 10 to 12 miles apart. You are currently below the layer. You're above the layer. Okay, good. We got 10,000 feet below the keel. We can dive quite a ways. Yeah, that's a Type 91. So that means in about a mile, we'll be in shooting range. And so will they. The only advantage I have is that these torpedoes only move at 40 knots. Mine move at 55, up to, I think, 65 knots. Which gives me some better capabilities.
New submerged submarine. Contact detected.
7020. That's another whale.
Track 7009.
Okay, I'm gonna mark these guys up so that an X is a bio and that the line is a ship. So that's another whale. And as long as they're, let's say, somewhere within that area and I lose track of them, so be it. Okay, so that's a whale. And that is not. And over here we got the Slava, there's the whale. This guy's an unknown. I think it's just... yeah, that's a nuke. That's a boat. Because a whale doesn't travel at 20. There's so many contacts that it's hard to keep track of who's who in the zoo. Alright. Plan of attack. This guy's coming in at 20 knots, which means he is most likely pretty deaf. But he can definitely pose a threat. Oh, it's a Type 100. That's one of those aircraft carriers. Alright. They're pretty far away, so not a problem right now. This guy coming into range. I'm just going to keep at it. I don't need to shoot at maximum range because they might hear it and run away, and I don't want them to do that. Decision time. I'm looking at Sammy Davis Jr. over here, and there's a Type 091, which is coming my way in a hurry. He's doing 20 knots. The question is, where do I dogleg my torpedoes? Because my initial thought was, I can do this, and then turn it southwest. But that has a chance of having the Type 091 shoot back in the general direction of the Frank Sinatra, which I don't want to do. If I shoot south... and then tell them to go west, the submarine might shoot back and actually have the torpedoes crash into the whale. Which would get me a sternly worded letter from Greenpeace. Although, I don't think there would be enough left of the whale for Greenpeace to even know that that was ever a problem. So, sorry. But we're shooting. I'm currently 5 knots, he's doing 20. I very much doubt he'd be able to hear this launch. Let alone any effect that might have. I'm going to go with 2 torpedoes for the simple reason that I carry a boatload of them. No pun intended, I have 30 torpedoes left. Now over here we also have a type 055A who's only doing 12 knots. He is capable of running away at 30 knots. He might be in range, on paper, but I don't quite like it. 20 knots, he can still turn tail and run away very quickly. And when he does that, he most likely will be able to escape. So we're not doing that. Southern approach, the Don Rickles over here is relatively within range of this type 091. But at the moment I don't think I quite have the range that I want yet. Because I would want to shoot that way, that's about 9 miles, and then 13 miles, so we're already at 22. And that only gives me 5 miles of chase range. Arguably I could go, let's say, 3 or 4 miles in this direction, so like this and then that. That would give you about 19 miles, plus another 8 for chasing. So that is another option, but for now, I'm not really in a hurry. I don't have anywhere to be, so I'm just going to keep my sub quiet. And let this guy close in. Let him make a mistake by rushing into me. As for all these surface ships, we know they're all Type 54s and one Type 55. And I wouldn't want to be aboard one of these frigates right now, because they're basically chanceless. Yes, they have the ability to launch helicopters, and some of them actually have fairly decent sonar arrays. This one has a passive array of 30 kilometers towed. Hull-mounted sonar, 55 kilometers passive. But I just rather doubt that they'll be able to actually get anything done. So that means I don't really find myself worrying about those frigates. Not because they don't have great capabilities, but much more so because the AI doesn't know how to use said capabilities. Because in the previous video, I was able to take on 2 of these types of subs, which are very advanced, very quiet, and I did that simply using a bunch of helicopters and active dipping sonar arrays. It was not much more complicated than that. And it just worked out so incredibly well. So, oh, somebody's aware. Help! And he's not. Oh, he's even dropping a torpedo into the water. That's ambitious. That's your torpedo, right? Did you drop something? You didn't. Oh. Is that the plane? By any chance? Is that the patrol aircraft that's doing that? Maritime Patrol, SH-6, YU-7 Charlie. Yeah, it's his torpedo. Why would he drop that in the middle of nowhere? My torpedoes are 16 miles out. The submarine is 21 miles out. This makes very little sense. Then again, the AI works in mysterious ways. Oh, we have another. He dropped another anti-submarine torpedo. Alright. These things run around at 36 knots. I can run away at 35, so if they really get close, which I extremely doubt at this range, there would likely not be any problem. Now, I could box this guy in between torpedoes, or I could just let them run and then have him shoot back, and even keep the whale safe. Who knows? Maybe Greenpeace would approve. As for down here, the Type 091 is turned around, which means that without a towed array, they're completely deaf. The Don Rickles, though, is still 16 miles out. I think it's slightly too far. I don't want to shoot just yet. But this guy is rushing back in. You can see that these guys have a very clear set of directives from the AI, which is every once in a while just do a full 360-degree turn. And that's not to do a 360 no-scope torpedo shot, it's to clear your baffles. It's to clear the area behind the submarine where they're deaf. Engage. Now he knows. Now he's aware. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him start shooting back. There's the noisemakers. He's not reacting with weapons at the moment. Just pulling a full turn. Trying to get the hell out of dodge. Oh, he is shooting back, actually. There's a YU-6. You. Get over here. Running in at 55 knots. You have not yet acquired the target. You're not at sprint speed yet. Bypass all of those noisemakers and continue the hunt. As for the whales, let's keep the markers on target so I know not to shoot the whales up. Hello, dude. And over here is another whale. Down here we got another one. These are the other two whales. Yeah, okay. The whale population is serious in sense scenarios, I'll give you that. He loves putting these guys in. Remove those two, that's easier than dragging them along. 1, 2. I wonder if the Soviets at some point are going to turn hostile. I kind of doubt they'd be much of a problem though. Because this is just, at least by 2030 standards, a really old Slava. Yes, it can still be dangerous. It still has the SSN-12Bs, it still has quite a number of armament, and it has a decent helicopter. Which can even drop an anti-ship missile these days. But outside of that, meh. It's just a Slava. And especially against these subs, they kind of don't stand a chance. They're just going to be target practice. Now, let's see how the torpedoes are doing over in the north. Not yet engaged. He's running away 24 knots, which is his top speed. I really appreciate that plane dropping those YU-7s early, because it means I don't have to worry about them that much. The frigates are running away scared, but for some reason this guy, the Heavy, not yet. He's just continuing on his course, mere 12 knots, not in a hurry, but doesn't appear to be aware of any impending torpedo problems either.
Torpedo in the water! Torpedo in the water!
Sammy Davis Jr. has a torpedo in the water. Well, you're not wrong, but they're nowhere near you. Just bypass the noisemaker and then go active, because I think you'll be able to catch the target by now. I think you can get it. We have him in 1.2 miles. Searching. We don't have him. Close in. Our depth 347, their depth 410. He could be below the layer. Oh, he's diving. There we go. For sprint speed, 65 knots. Yeah, he's in trouble. Now down here, it's just another group of these frigates. Actually, a Type 52 Charlie is a destroyer. And a Type 54 is a frigate. Okay, so 3 FFGs and a DDG. And over here we got 3 frigates and a DDG. Alright. Poor bastards. There's 2 targets in this world, 2 types of people in this world, submarines and targets. And we have just found a target. Ignore that noisemaker and dive sharply if you wish. Because we have a target down there. Yes! Good man. Good man. Boom goes the fish. Ship has lost propulsion. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to catch up to that. We've already run about 12 miles, so that... I could try to go all the way north. It might be a stretch. And if he knows, I really don't think I'll be able to catch him. Because he's simply too far away. Now, I think he's coming up for air. 300 feet. Ascending fairly quickly, no propulsion, so he's doing an emergency blow. That's what a Mark 48 will do to you. 200 feet. He's dead. First casualty of the mission. You are now 13 miles out. Your depth, 390. Layer depth. 323. So we're going to shoot from above the layer. One torpedo. I have more. But I think with the capabilities from that torpedo, I can pretty easily get away with it. Lock onto that eventually. In case you're new to sea power, I always shoot, at least if I can avoid it, I always shoot indirectly. And this only works with torpedoes that you can guide. So it has to say wire guided. That way you can tell your torpedo to change course whenever you feel like it. So I can tell it to go north, I can tell it to go west. This way I can tell a torpedo to go north and then head west, so that if he shoots back at the torpedo, he's going to miss the Don Rickles and just shoot into an area where there's nothing there. Not even a whale. Range? 5 miles. We're now about 3 miles out. If he shoots back, I doubt it would be a problem. But let's give him a bit more clearance. The Rickles has picked up something. Another passive. 7048. What you got? Another whale? Unclear. Oh, here. You picked that up. Whoa. All the way from over there? How'd you do that, Donnie? That's 80 miles out. Oh, and he knows. And he's dumping torpedoes into the water. And trying to desperately run away. Yeah, we're not gonna reward that with any kind of action. Okay, now you're gonna follow the type 091. Who's clearing his baffles. Arguably he's doing that too fast. At 9.5 knots, you don't really have that good of a sonar array to pick everything up. So I'm not too worried. He just dumped 3 torpedoes into the water. And he's flooring it out of there. 27 knots. I could give him another torpedo from the Sinatra. But he's already running off, so I don't think I'll catch him. If I enable the torpedo right around here, it might lock on. And give me some damage. Yep, there we go. It's acquired. 1.5 miles out. Gonna let that one just cruise. Oh, you got 6.5 miles to go. Alright. 1 mile. He might very well be rewarded for his behavior, because I don't know if this torpedo has enough fuel left. It could very well be that this guy, there we go, manages to escape. Which is fine. It's fine. And I think he knows, because he's changing course. Okay, so you're a surface skimmer. You are not... I'm going to tell you to shoot from below the layer. Make the torpedo more difficult to detect. This guy is going to pretty much get jumped by a Mark 48. Oh, he knows. He just popped a noisemaker. He's accelerating to sprint speed. 24 knots. You're nuclear, right? Or not? Yeah, nuclear powered attack submarines. Well, you've already lost one. Suppose you might lose another. Oh, here's a unwelcome side effect. Because I went down, I didn't quite get to detect the guy anymore. Okay, we're gonna shoot northwest. And then we're gonna come up above the layer. Below the layer to mask the launch, above the layer to make sure... Above the layer to make sure that we can still track the target and give the torpedo directions as to where to go. Speaking of... This is where you should go. Up. Good man. Noisemaker. Goodbye. Propulsion lost. These things have such destructive capabilities that I very much doubt he'll survive that blast. Now he's still coming my way, which is really helpful. Get some clearance. The good news is this guy can really not do much. Yes, he can throw a YU-12, which has a range of 8 miles, not even 12. 8 miles. That's it. 7044 faded. And 7007 is on the way down to the bottom. Target down. Zap 100 still too far away, about 28 miles, we can't catch him. I wonder if I can bypass this frigate and then come up behind him and sort of flush him towards the Sinatra. I also wonder if it's possible to use whales as... No! Okay. Sometimes you lose the wire. And the torpedo starts chasing a whale. Oh boy. And I cannot change the course of the torpedo anymore. This is going to be that sternly worded letter from Greenpeace. Uh-oh. Boom. Sorry. You're not what I was hoping to shoot. Yet here we are. The good news is I don't have to worry about that whale anymore. Weapon away. Slava has now passed me. Good. No, too far away. Increase to 10 knots. Go to above the layer. Don't need to stick to periscope depth. No reason. He's apparently oblivious to the fact that there's another torpedo in the water. He's getting awful close to the Sinatra though. He's within 8 miles. So I arguably have let him come too close. I've let him live for too long. 318. 65 knots is coming at it. He's running away. He's turning around at 15 knots. Then he's going to accelerate. And unfortunately for you, you cannot accelerate faster than 65 knots. This thing is gonna go boom boom. Alright. That's potentially a third Chinese victim. Yep. Confirmed sunk. This mission is feeling a little easy. How good is your anti-air capabilities? You can access the HQ-16 Foxtrot. Or FE, rather. 86 miles, pretty fast. You are running your radar, so the moment that I launch a missile, you will know. And you will endeavor to shoot it down. So what I'm going to do is push the Sinatra southwest, and then pretty much engage all of these ships at the same time. Sammy Davis Jr. might be able to assist. Their submarine is dead. They're running at 27 knots, so I can increase to 2/3 without risking detection. Especially as these boats are extraordinarily quiet. I don't really need to worry. Dean is running at 10 knots. I think we only need to shoot up another Type 100 and 6 surface ships. So let's get to it. A little later, the hunter is in position. Frank Sinatra is about to strike. What I'm going to do is shoot 3 torpedoes straight ahead. 1, 2, 3. One's going to chase the Type 54. Another one's going to chase the other Type 54, and one's going to chase the Type 55. I might be able to shoot another torpedo south and then west, but the moment that this guy hears it, he's just not really going to care. He's going to run away. What I might instead do is have the Sammy Davis Jr. over here. Is actually a bit closer, but not close enough to engage this one. Lurk. And wait for this thing to turn around and then add a torpedo to the chase. That would be fun. As for down here, not too much going on. Range is about 18 miles and the other surface ships are just about 30 miles out. So not really a risk. All I need to do now is wait. And as a nice little side effect, I'm driving these ships apart. Plus, they're all going to shoot their torpedoes right into the middle here. And nobody's going to be any the wiser. There is one thing that could be a problem, is that the moment one of these guys knows that there's a torpedo, they're all going to freak out. Frankie? We'll stop. Engage, engage, engage.
Contact faded.
See, what could happen right now is that the Type 55 shoots back. He's arguably the most dangerous ship. Because he can shoot in the direction of the Frank. These two will shoot more or less towards the wreck of the Type 54. So they're not that big of a problem. What I think will happen is the Type 55 will, at the moment, not notice anything because he's deaf. He's running at 26 knots. His sonar is basically useless. And that means, at the moment, I can just have this torpedo close in. There we go. And now the whole shebang is going to react. There's the torpedoes, which are all going to move towards the north. And since the Frank is stationary, that's not a problem. This one is still continuing on its path. It doesn't care. Torpedoes are not for him. This one has locked on, acquired at 65 knots, running. Let's turn you around. Let's have you chase. Let's see if the guys down south are reacting. Nope, nothing. There's another noisemaker. He's flooring it. Now he's accelerating up to 30 knots, which, unfortunately for him, is just not enough. These things are just too fast. Oh, he knows. He's turning. And he's turning. He's turning. Okay, ignore everything. You've locked on. I think you've locked on to the ship. Okay, you're gone. That's one. I'm gonna accelerate this because it's pretty much, you know, waiting for a torpedo to arrive at a target, but the mission feels really easy. It's considered a 3-star. I would argue it's actually a 1-star. Because your gear, and especially your tactics, are gonna make this mission very easy. Kill. At least he doesn't know it yet, but that will be. You're hunting. And that should clear out the whole north sector. Because I don't think there's anything else out there. And yeah, there's plenty of torpedoes in the water. They always say there's more fish in the sea. I don't think this is what they meant. But this is definitely what's happening. And running into the stern of the ship. Trying to break the keel. And shebang. Type 54. Actually, he's not quite dead. This guy's still thinking about it. I don't really want to give away the Sami by shooting. Oh, you're gone. I don't... He's trying to move? He's kicking up a wake, but he's not actually going anywhere. Oh, now he is. Oh, you still have some life left in you. How about that? These things are about 8 miles out. I don't think they can catch me. Because they still got 3 miles to travel. Just to be sure, I'm going to put the Frank Sinatra on the bottom. These things are transiting at 200 feet. I'm going to be at 500, 600, 700, 800, 1,000 feet. I need you to come up above the layer so we can talk to this torpedo. There's your mark. 1265. That's how far we're down by now. No, it's not a submerged submarine. It's a torpedo. Torpedoes no. That's a whale. There's the torpedo. This is a whale. At 3 feet. Okay. Chase, hunt, kill, and otherwise eliminate the target. And boom. Second hit. And he's gone. Alright. That was fun while it lasted. How about we go for a missile attack? Do what the enemy doesn't expect. Throw missiles at him. The problem is, these things aren't VLS capable. The Type 52C, I don't know. Yeah, also VLS capable. Yeah. The Red Banner 9. I think I've faced these things before, and they got lots of anti-air capabilities. So, shooting them up, not really worth it. What's your depth? 410. You're below the layer, yes? I'm also below the layer. Come up above. Are you being tracked by the Rickles? You're being tracked by Dean Martin. Crap. Go below the layer. I want him to shoot with the Martin, because the Martin is too close, is closer. But that means I'm aligning these subs at different depths now. And I don't want to lose track of them. So that's why I'm switching from one depth and making sure I keep track of him. See, now both of them have it. You're about to lose him. Because you're going above the layer. Shoot. Running at 20 times speed. Type 100 can run away at 25 knots. This is not him running away. This is him clearing his baffles. That's what he's doing. Which is fine. Oh, who are you then? Gas turbine. Most likely a warship. Yeah, there's 4 of them. Alright, fine. I'll take you down as well. And now I lost him. That's unfortunate. Come below the layer again. There you are. Lock on. He's acquired. The only thing is, I don't know if this guy's going to go down to one torpedo, because that's a massive submarine at 68,000 tons. Same displacement as some aircraft carriers, so he might not go willingly. I mean, none of them go willingly. It's just, I don't know if that'll sink him. Emergency blow. 180, 160, 110. 44 feet holding. Oh, even the surface ships are panicking now. And then they're stationary? Okay. Okay, what are we gonna do? We're gonna shoot. And we're gonna hunt these things. We're gonna shoot 1, 2. We're just gonna let that Type 100 marinate for a little bit. He might be able to control the damage because he's that big. Let's just send another torpedo at him. You another warship? There's the other warship. Again, doglegging to make sure they don't actually manage to get me. I think these Type 54s go up in one go. They just blow up. The other ones, I'm not too sure. Jeez, they're completely oblivious. What speed are you going at? 18 knots? Distance, 2 miles. Dude, there is a torpedo coming at you. Yep, he's acquired. Type 54, panicking. Too little, too late. So sorry. Move to the Type 100. This one's gonna hit. Yeah, there's just no escape from a Mark 48. At least not this Mod 6. If you had caught that early, you could have gotten out of the way. So if you just dumped tons and tons and tons of sonobuoys, you could have gotten this. I actually think this mission would have been better if you'd been playing it from the Chinese side and been told, hey, there's 4 American submarines most likely on the way. Or rather, there are American submarines on the way. We know they're trying to breach the South China Sea. Patrol. And don't let them go through. Because the way that it's going right now, it's, you know, it's just a turkey shoot. It's not to do with the game, it's to do with the AI. And the serious lack of ASW capabilities. To be fair, I am recording this at the date of October 29th, and I know the devs are hard at work making sure the AI is going to be better. it's just not there yet. So I'm recording this a few days early. Maybe by the time that you're watching this, the AI will have improved. And this is not good. This is really not good. Shoot a Mark 48. Oh, sorry, a Mark 70. Decoy. How deep do you sit here? We got nearly the same level of depth. Yeah, these are all the torpedoes coming off of the aircraft. But they don't have 6. Do you carry that torpedo? You do. And so do you. It's not the aircraft, it's the ships. One-third. You still got a surface ship coming in, and there's another one in front of it as well. Moss is controllable. I think he's going after the Moss. He's definitely chased something. At 45 knots. And it's not the Don Rickles. So that's good. Just take these things away from my sub, yeah? Kite them away. Mr. Martin. Torpedo. Yeah, they're all chasing the Moss. And I think they might actually have successfully torpedoed the Moss. Because it's gone. I didn't know you could actually hit that. That's new. A nice formation of whales heading east. Push right into him. We got a combined speed. His 24 knots and my 55 knots. He's not even changing his course. Locked on. I don't know where he is, but the torpedo does. Goodbye. Like taking candy from a baby. Another ship 1 mile out, on a bearing pretty much straight ahead. Oh, but this is where it suddenly gets deeper, isn't it? Yeah, this is definitely where it gets deeper. There's the other ship. Okay, so that's him gone. One survivor, yeah? Donnie, get up to PD. Or rather, above the layer. Oh, Joey. That's the last thing he sent. Where's that last ship at? There you are. Shoot. This mission really is too easy. Really is too easy. So, I'm sorry if it's not too entertaining of a mission to watch. I hope the next one will be better. But I do want to do all the missions in the series and not just leave one out, because I think it's not that good. Locked on. 55 knots. Yeah. We're not actually looking for submerged submarines. Yep, 65 knots, sprint speed, and kaboom. Ta-da! Successful breakthrough. And all it took was 4 submarines, a little bit of positioning, some shooting, and, well, that's about it. That is about it. So, I'd say the Red Pack has done a submersible. Has done a great job taking out all the surface ships and breaking into the South China Sea. Let's see what the next mission has in store for us. I'll see you there.